on my lane, you all on my lane. You ain't overlooked, so get out the way. I gave you the book, I gave you the game. The boy gotta cook, the boy got a flame, Serving in the kitchen like you Nino. Plenty pitching, whipping different flavors like a bistro. Kick it, dip it, flip it, keep it hunting like a C note. Switch and keep it pimping every single place that he go. I got it. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Boy, you know the name, get up out the way. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Stay up out the kitchen if you ain't the one that's whipping, huh? Hey, yo, Lathan, man, cook them boys up something real quick, man.
What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Now today we got the most amazing simple dish ever, and it's spaghetti or olio. So that's spaghetti, olive oil, and garlic. So the first thing we got is some good quality extra virgin olive oil. Then we got some spaghetti, and we're gonna go kind of not traditional, and I'm gonna throw some lemon juice in there just for that acidic note. I know lemon juice is typically not in the real recipe, but I'm gonna throw that in there. And then we got some garlic. So the first thing you want to do is get your garlic set up. You can cut that garlic however you like. Some people say you should cut it extremely thin, but I kind of like the bite that the garlic gives me, so I'm not gonna cut mine extremely thin. You'll see how I'm cutting mine right there. But you can cut it any way you want, or you can even crush it. It's pretty much up to you. But first thing we're gonna do is get our garlic set up, and then the next thing we're gonna do is get our parsley set up. Now parsley, you need that pop of green in here, and also you need that freshness from the parsley. Very traditional. Now what I like to do is just take the leaves and not the stems. A lot of people use the stems though, but for me the stems give the dish a bitter note, which I don't like, so I just use the leaves. But like I always say, it's pretty much up to you. And then the next step we're gonna do is we're gonna get our water together. Now you want to season that water, and you want the water to taste just like the ocean. So don't skimp on the seasoning of the water, because that is the only seasoning for the dish, because you're gonna use that pasta water to incorporate and make you a sauce with it. So please don't skimp on that seasoning for that water. And like this dish, like cacio e pepe, you want to use dry pasta. You can make your pasta from scratch, but you want that al dente bite from this pasta, so I recommend using dry pasta. Also, you want that starchiness from the pasta to give your sauce a body, because it's going to emulsify with the olive oil. So the next thing we're going to do is get our olive oil in the pan, and you're going to use anywhere from 1/4 of a cup to 1/2 a cup. Like I said, this is pretty much garlic and olive oil. So once you get that garlic in there, make sure that heat is medium low. You're gonna get that garlic inside of that oil and begin to sweat it. You don't want to get any color on this garlic. You just want to extract all the flavors out of that garlic. And what we're gonna do to prevent it from burning, we're just gonna throw a little pasta water in there in the beginning, just to keep our garlic rolling, but it would help it not burn. So gonna get our garlic set up, and like I said, make sure you got that heat on medium low, because you do not want to burn this garlic. If you burn the garlic, you run the whole dish. You have to start over. You don't want to start over. Then we're gonna throw in some crushed red pepper flakes. Now these are smoked crushed red pepper flakes. I think they're hickory smoked, but it just gave me some smokiness to this dish. I like smokiness, but you can use regular pepper flakes, but I just wanted an extra hint of flavor, so I'm using smoked hickory smoked chili flakes. But we get that in there, and we getting that all extracted into that oil. So that oil right now at this point is very flavorful, and like I said, that oil is pretty much the star of this dish. So you don't want to skimp on little things, especially when it comes to a dish this simple, because the little things is what help you along a long way. And once that pasta is almost done, you're gonna go ahead and put it in that sauce, because you want to finish it in that sauce. You don't want to cook the pasta all the way in the liquid, because you want to be able to finish it in the sauce. So make sure you do not cook that pasta all the way. We're going to get all that pasta in there. Make sure you get some of that water too. Like I said, you're going to add more pasta water, because you're going to have to emulsify that sauce, and that pasta water is going to link up with that oil and make a beautiful sauce, and you don't want to skimp out on that. So I'm just going directly from the pot to the pan. Then we're gonna go ahead and get it tossed up. Like I said, we're gonna use some of that pasta water just to get it incorporated. So you do not want to drain this over the sink because you need that pasta water for this dish. So please don't drain it over the sink. Just pick your pasta out of the liquid and leave the water on the side because you're gonna need it. So you seen I went in with 1 ladle, and it's not really a recipe telling you how much pasta water you'll need. It's pretty much preference. So when you see that pasta starting to tighten up and absorb all that oil, go ahead and add another ladle of water. Like I said, that water tastes just like the ocean, so that's also seasoning in this dish, because we didn't add any other seasonings to this dish. So you're relying on your saltiness strictly from that pasta and that pasta water. Well, really the pasta water, because the pasta water flavored the pasta. So we're gonna go ahead and just keep getting it tossed in there. Look at this pasta. Oh my goodness. And like I said, we're still cooking it up. And if you have to, just take a bite of the spaghetti every now and then to see if that's the taste or that bite you're looking for. I like my spaghetti al dente, but some people like it a little bit softer. So, I mean, you just be the judge on that and you just taste it as you go. But once we get to this part, we're going to go ahead and add our parsley in there. That beautiful parsley. Like I said, you need that pop of green. It just visually brings that dish to life. If you didn't have that pop of green, it'll just look So yeah, you need that pop of green. Also, you need that freshness to kind of cut through that oil, because that oil can tend to weigh heavy on the tongue. Even though it's extra virgin olive oil, it's still oil, so it kind of weigh a little heavy on the palate. And also, we're going to cut it a little bit by adding a little more water, just to loosen it up a little bit more. And then we're going to go ahead and throw in our lemon juice. Like I said, that's not traditional, but it helps give you that acidic note, that freshness, and it also helps clean that palate, so you've been able to taste everything as you eat. So you can taste the garlic, you can taste the good quality olive oil, you can taste the parsley, you can taste the chili flakes, and there you have it, man. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And we're gonna make some fresh scratch pasta on this channel as well. But look at this. For store-bought pasta and a couple ingredients, you telling me you can't make this at home? Oh my goodness. Look at this. Like I said, it just pretty much technique with such an easy recipe like this. And a lot of times the easy recipes are the ones to screw up the most, because people want to go overboard and do other things. Like I said, I went overboard by adding lemon juice, which is not traditional, but I told you why I added it. But there you have it, man. The most amazing spaghetti aglio olio. It's almost perfect. But yeah, man, thank you guys for checking this out. Spaghetti aglio olio for the win. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm out.